Ah, shit, here we go again. Okay, the Axolotl babies. After the fiasco, several months passed without issue. Work resumed on the tribute. Progress was leisurely, but nobody could deny that the statue was starting to resemble Liam more and more each day. When they weren't working, they just spent their time collaborating. They were on a roll, creating board games and card games of every shape, every genre, and every size. Frequently, they would take the time to enjoy the fruits of their labor, playing against each other in a competition, bouncing ideas off each other of future projects they wished to make. Contrast between playing and construction felt refreshing. It made their day have a spark of variety that was sorely missed from before. They could start with them doing one thing, and then completely transform into them doing something totally different by the end. Organically, a new tradition started emerging as well. They began gathering during the night and reading each other's stories from the numerous books Ishnia kept in his lab. As for the VR login screen, no progress was made on that front. Nia had long pages of notes of possible passwords and various ideas he wished to try in the future. But frankly, he didn't have enough confidence to act on any such plan yet. Eventually, he would have enough confidence to try out something, and like Lana said, there was no indication that he needed to rush out an answer. Until then, it looked like things were going well. Then 3 of them had found a rhythm, and they meant to keep it. But the Void had something to say about that. It was on this day, in the second year of their not yet finalized calendar, that something totally unexpected occurred. That very afternoon, Neo was explaining the rules of an intricate tabletop game he wished to play in the future with everyone. We're almost ready to start our adventure. Just 3 more character sheets left to fill out, you guys. But yeah, I'm guessing this was all placed out before the babies that they mentioned way earlier at the whole Neo tribute thing. At least that's what I'm assuming. First, he thought he might have been hearing things again. He was obsessed for so long. There was still a part of him that yearned to go home more than anything. Sometimes while he was resting in his lab, he'd wake up in a cold sweat, thinking he had heard the rumblings of the Void. But the sound had been an illusion these past 2 years, a trick played by the mind. So then it must have been another trick this time too. But looks on his friends' faces confirmed otherwise. That remarkable sound was something he was likely to never forget. Just like that, Neo's passion and anxiety, which had been dormant, sprang back to life. There was scarcely a word spoken as they hurried off to the Void. White lightning was raging hard again. An old spectre had come to life. They had not talked about what they would do if the Void ever started working again. Lexi and Lana had purposely avoided the subject. Neo was fixated on the noise. He found his hand shaking against his will. It had been a normal day, a relaxing day. And yet, all of a sudden, he was confronted with something utterly life-changing. Something is about to happen, isn't it? Our lives were just starting to become fun. Is something really about to ruin all that? That's why we need to be ready for anything. Hank, Liam, RB, anything can come out of this damn thing. Actually had his fighting sense ready. If Hank had really come back to finish him and his friends off, he would defeat him this time for good. Focus their attention on the section of the void which was rumbling most intensely. Something is seriously moving in there. Looks like something that's alive. Can't be. The shape of an axolotl emerged from the void. No, not just one axolotl, but two. Then a third one appeared. As they came into focus, Neo realized a few important things about them. God, they look so fucking creepy. These were not Liam or Hank, but completely new axolotls that he did not recognize. They were small too, with vacant eyes and plastered on expressions that reminded him of a doll. One in the middle made a weird noise. Roar. What? What are they? Should we be worried? What are you trying to pull, RB? They look small and helpless. I think they might be children, Neo. Babies, even. Actually looked unsure. He hadn't yet lowered his guard. Hey there, kids. Can you talk? Do you guys have names? Well, I guess his name is Raw. Going to take that as a no then. Maybe they're too young to speak? Or is Raw his name? One to the left made an effort to swim over to them. He awkwardly shifted his eyes towards her, then to himself, then her again. Lee. So yeah, that kind of explains their strange names, because, well, mainly Lee is fine, but the other one was which is really freaking weird. Do you mean to say that you are Lee? Alice seemed to nod at them, but she wasn't sure. This can't be Liam, can it? I mean, they are the same colour. Yeah, it started with Lee, and then I don't know, but it sure is cute. Anyway, if this is Liam, then do you have a name as well? This one to the right stepped forward. Yeah. I mean, at least he's not trying to kill us, so that's not... I don't believe it. Hey, anything is possible, right? But Hank... him? So... what? What now? Do we lock this guy up? He hasn't done anything. I won't stand for it. There's this guy over here too. If he's not the two we know, then who is he? Hey, little dude. What was your name again? Is he trying to say RB, or is he trying to say Ryokoshi, I wonder? You hear his little cry? Ra is such a dang cutie. So we got Lee, and Ra. Aren't they absolutely adorable? What the hell is this? Can't they say any more words? Not babies, of course not. And don't cuss in front of them. Cuss in front of the children. Oh, he's all tuck it out. They're all tired, aren't they? Going through the void is no easy task. Oh, look at that. They're all cuddled together, sleeping. Ah, my heart is melting. So cute. So precious. This new environment must be exhausting for them, for the little tykes. We should whip them up a plant blanket, real quick. So, what is the meaning of this? What is Darby doing putting these guys in here? Ron made a low growling noise as he snored. Oh, that's cute. What are we going to do now? What do you mean? I mean, what do we do with them? Of course. We'll wait till they wake up. Then we raise them. Yeah, and if they didn't already have names, they'd be named Axel Jr., Axel Jr. the second, and Axel Jr. the third. Just like that thief guy we read about. But since they already got names, it's all good. Neo, please. They're not something you can study or experiment on. They're just children. But there has to be some reason they showed up. It's no coincidence. They're Ink and Liam reborn, aren't they? It must be. I hope so. I don't know. I guess what we can do now is just wait until they wake up and see what happens. I think we'll be waiting a little while, kid. These guys are completely KO'd. Actually, was right. Next time they woke up, 23 hours would have passed. Surprisingly, the appearance of the three Axolotl babies did not change the dynamic of their lives as much as they had initially expected. They were zero-maintenance children. Oftentimes, the three adults forgot that the babies were even there. This was due to one simple thing. They slept. They slept the great lion's share of the day away. First, Lana had been concerned. Was this another Liam type situation? Where they were sick with something caused them to have massive fatigue? As time would tell, this was not the case. It was just in their nature to sleep. Lana, Neil, and Axie, all of them only slept a couple of hours each night. That was all they needed. But the babies, they were cuddled together on the floor with their eyes closed for 23 hours straight at a time. That wasn't the only thing odd about their circadian rhythms. After 23 hours slept, they would waken, but only for a single hour. Now, an hour was all the time they seemed to want to be awake for, on any given day. Well, at least they're kinda easy to look after then, if that's the case. So all their bodies seemed to take, collapsing together into a deep slumber afterwards to start the 24-hour process all over again. They're only an hour awake though. It was incredibly eventful. Dang, what a bunch of rambunctious crazy kids. Reminds me of a certain special someone back during the summer of his youth. Hey, come back here, you. Even Axie, the fastest swimmer of the adults, was unable to catch them at first, boundless as they were. In an hour, they'd zip and zoom across the whole tank at their will, and uncontrollably force that resembled a hurricane. At one point, Nia decided to track their movements for a few weeks. He concluded through various points of data that they went around the entire tank 3 times on an average during an hour. The only time they stopped sprinting would be to eat. 3 of them made sure to feast every day, sometimes spending up to 10 minutes of their hour doing so. What did they eat? Well, of course, they ate the plants growing right off the floor. They only ate the plants on their own terms, though. Lana had tried a couple of times to hand plants right over her hand, but they always refused. Nia set up bowls of fancy-looking plant food next to the places where they rested, but when they woke up, the kids always passed them up. Eating them fresh off the tank floor was the only way that would satisfy them. Guess they like their food fresh. The days were as such: sleep, run around, eat, sleep again. They lived simple lives. They didn't seem to pay Axie, Lana, and Nia any mind at all. Over the following decades, there were a myriad number of ways in which the adults attempted to bond with the kids, to no avail. On one particular day of note, near their birth, Nia decided to sit down with them during their meal. I don't know why my game froze there. In his hands were some notes. He's spent a considerable amount of time the last several days writing and rewriting them. Attention, Lee, and Ra. Today we will be starting school. Welcome to the first day of class. I'll be your teacher. Call me Mr. Neo from now on. I prepared these materials so that we could do about 10 minutes of work a day while you're eating. Doesn't that sound great? We'll start off with some very basic lessons and work our way up from there. Maybe we'll even up the lesson time to 15 minutes a day when you get accumulated to this new routine. Any questions? No? And let's begin the first day of the rest of your lives. First of all, learning is a series of building blocks. You learn how to communicate and blah blah blah. Blabbity blah 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 blah. Now it's time to learn the human alphabet. It's what you blahs will need in order to blah. A, blah, C, blah blah blah. He was scarcely less than a fourth of the way through his song before he got interrupted. His face was green. Leah spat a giant mound of plants at him. Ew. That kind of behavior will not be tolerated in this class. Hey, where are you going? 3 of them sped off to eat in a different area. I don't know why my game froze. You were watching that? Leave the little kiddies alone for now. They're just babies after all. They've only got an hour a day to enjoy life anyway. Maybe you can tutor them in the future, when they get older, when they start to stay up longer. Yeah. What's wrong, Neo? It's nothing. Come on, tell me. No secrets between us anymore, remember? Yeah, you're right. It's just, with the headset that we found and the kids, something is going on. Why did we find them? Knowing what little I know about RB, there must be a reason. There's something I'm missing. It must be... Sometimes I wonder as well, why would he turn them into those two? I don't think they're... Either way, the babies certainly aren't an object which you can treat as research. I know. It's just they came from the void. What do you think they are? Do you think they have anything to do with the headset? What do you think of using their names as the password for the login screen? Well, I don't know, but that doesn't feel right to me. There's only a couple characters we can enter, remember? You're right. Before I hadn't given it much mind, but the more I think about it, the headset is pretty interesting, isn't it? Really? I'm surprised to hear that from you. I thought you hated that kind of stuff. Not at all. The more I hear about the human world, the more amazing it sounds. I'd love to see it sometime. What I do hate is when you overwork yourself. When you neglect your body without even realizing it. Yeah, but that's been better lately, hasn't it? Absolutely it has. Like I said before, so proud of your progress. That's why I want to help you with your research, any way I can. To be frank, right now there's not a lot you can help with. Research has taken a backseat due to all the construction. Well, if there's any way I can help you in the future, you know where to find me. You might be right, by the way. About what? Well, the stuff with RB. The kids, the notes, it's all so weird. There probably is more to our existence as you surmise. Is your ultimate goal still getting home? This tank with you guys? I've only realized it recently, but this is my home now too. I feel the same way. But this other home of yours is in the human world, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what it looks like exactly, but I still want to go back there. Part of me yearns for it, and likely always will. Human world is so vast compared to our little tank. I bet it is. Just like those brilliant books that we've been reading before bed. I wouldn't mind visiting some of the settings those books are based off of sometime. You like the book, huh? I'm glad so many of them came in before the void stopped working. Which is your favourite thus far? Oh, definitely that short story about the rich dude, Simon Caress, and his strange alien pets. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Oh, and the mystery story we read. You know, the creepy one with the group of friends and the cicadas. Yeah, is that, Higurashi when they cry, cause, that's kind of a fucked up story, if I may say so. That was wonderful too. I was shocked when they revealed what was happening behind the scenes. There's been a ton of good ones so far. The one that we're reading right now with the shy little bird who says tinkle tinkle hoy is shaping out to be a favourite of mine too. Anyway, the triplets should be getting back to sleep soon. Oh, look over there, an Axie. That cripple can't stop chasing them even though he knows he can't win. Let's catch up in a minute or two and wish them good night. Maybe we could work on the Liam memorial for the rest of the day. We're pretty close to finishing it. Yeah, we are. Hey, Lana, regarding that, there's an idea I've been sort of mulling over lately. Oh? What sort of idea? It's nothing that big. Maybe we're done with this statue. We could have a memorial service to remember Liam by. Memorial service? Huh. Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. Never, ever want to forget the old Liam. Let's do it. I bet Axie would like the idea too. As an aside to that, I've also been working on getting a personal project together. It's a calendar, so we can keep track of time. Maybe we can use it to create our very own holidays too. Our very own holidays, huh? I think I'd like that, Neo. I think I'd like that a lot. I was starting to become happy. Truly happy. Until, after the memorial service, they began focusing on their calendar. So we're pretty much all caught up now. And time began marching onwards. Intermission. Ooh, this is pretty. Very different, but very pretty. This long stretch of time would later be known as the Golden Age era of the tank. It was called as such due to the incredible amount of technology and architectural innovations that sprung up during this period. It was also called the Golden Age because it was the happiest time of their lives spent together. Oh, look at them all go. At least they got some happy times to block out all that horrible shit that started this whole crap. From dusk till dawn, the three of them worked, and often played themselves to the point of exhaustion frequently. Yet none of them ever complained. At the end of almost each day, they cuddled into bed together with wide smiles plastered on their faces. And without thinking about RB too often, a couple of decades felt, in retrospect, as if they had passed by in the blink of an eye. But it would be remiss to say that nothing important happened in all their time together. Axie and Ink had their original race and struggle in the second month of the year, 1AV. Ink came back from the void, fought them all, and dragged Liam to the void on the fourth month of the year 1AV. Yeah, that first year was, definitely something. Next big event, finding a virtual reality headset, happened in the second month of the year 2AV. The triplets didn't show up until the fifth month of that same year. The Liam Memorial, which had begun construction at the start of the previous year, was finally completed in the middle month of the year 3AV. At least we finally getting a bit of timeline for all this sort of stuff. Not that any of that really matters now, as it's all in the past. It's all key events that you have witnessed. But a lot more happened. Enough happened in that enclosed space to develop an encyclopedia's worth of events. Now, it is finally time that we accelerate the scope of our tale. The days weren't endlessly peaceful or tranquil all the time, even in the Golden Age. Conflicts such as the few you've seen rose up and was resolved a number of times. But none of the conflicts were serious, and there were long stretches of the era which felt like a heavenly dream. They passed their time together in several ways. Contests and sporting events, artistry and the creation of live music, countless nights spent under a plant-made tent, telling scary stories and fairy tales to each other, which felt like they stretched on for entire lifetimes. Much of these moments are tender personal tales, constructed months and even years spent singularly on enriching their lives together. Depending on the viewpoint, some of these anecdotes could be seen as skinningly sweet if described in detail. There are others that would argue that by describing even a little of these tales, as we soon shall, we are stomping on their personal garden. Even though their years were much shorter in length than the modern-day human Gregorian calendar, they still lived in the tank for many decades together. Such is time in that one personal eternity may transcend the infinite nature of lives. We will now attempt to contextualize the anecdotes with immediate relevance to our tale. Our reference point: the creation of their calendar, put into official motion after the memorial service they had for Liam. While they followed the outline of the calendar more or less, for nearly 45 years the details were not set in stone right from the start. Many changes were made to it. Various holidays were created and then abolished. Even the name of the whole month changed at one point. However, the number of months and the number of days, that remained exactly the same from its conception to the day of their demise. That sounds ominous. 5 months, 30 days in a month, 7 days a week, totaling 150 days per year. As Nia mentioned, unlike the human calendar, they had no constructions like lunar cycles or Roman Judea traditions that they had any obligations to follow. This world, starting with the use of the incredibly versatile planets, became theirs almost entirely, to mold and shape in a way in which they saw fit. The only vestige that Neo decided to keep from his memories in regards to the calendar were the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But this is where the human calendar similarities end. Three adults decided in those early days that they would each name a month themselves and organize its theme. These were the middle months of the year. The first and last months of their 5-month calendar were decided upon as a group. The first month of the year was named Hootsa, after a word they found printed in a book. The book said that the word Hootsa meant void in another language, and so they named it in reference to the starting point, when they had come through the void, the 5 of them, all those years ago. The void was the only way in and out of the tank. It was the beginning and likely to be the end of their lives. Even if they had stopped working in the way it once had, the void still served an important purpose. And aside from each other, the void was the only constant. If they had been a tribe or not had knowledge of the previous worlds. In another scenario, they may have worshipped the void as some sort of deity. So that's why the first of the Hoots was also the day they celebrate the first holiday of the year, Void Day. The tradition for this holiday was for each of them to take something they had made in the previous year, often something plant-based, and throw it into the void. The idea behind this ritual was a symbolic one, a hope that the void would bless them with another peaceful year of prosperity. Secretly, though, Nia suggested a day in hopes that the void would spit something out. Of course it would. And yet, it never did, ever again. Eventually, at some point, even Nia stopped caring so much, and the day became more of a tradition of habit rather than a sort of sacred wish fulfillment. Even though they tossed things into the void each year, certain items were worth a bit, such as the notebook Neo wore across his neck. Few special books were off limits, such as the Everything My Discovery of the Ryokoshi, which at that point had grown quite fond of reading yearly. Books which had been read so many times they had practically memorized, but the three of them were occasionally thrown into one page at a time to ensure they never ran out of items. Might not have a lot of items which weren't made of plants, but 10,000 years could have passed before they would have ran out of earthly items to sacrifice. But Void Day did not end with them simply throwing items in the void. There was the celebration part of the day too, much to the delight of everyone. This celebration was mild compared to a few held throughout the year, but it did contain a lot of fancy food dishes. They didn't seem to taste like much of anything to Nia or Lana, but actually frequently swore that the plants tasted almost as good as peanut butter. Nice to see they're still going on peanut butter after all this time. It wasn't the taste that mattered so much, but the presentation. They laid out a beautiful dining table for occasions, complete with handcrafted miniature sculptures and silverware before putting various plant-made delicacies on it. Mashed plants, plant grains, plant sandwiches, and usually plant popsicles or plant fudge for dessert. Party on Void Day always ended leisurely in the evening. Most will wipe off the fatigue from Void Day's Eve, with each participant content and ready to tackle the following year. Despite being the first month of the year, they had trouble making permanent holidays for Hootsa, other than the Void Day. Over the years, they experimented with special occasions, such as Racing Day, race from one end of the tank to the other. Musicale, a day where they each created a song, and National Plant Dog Day, where they would eat the most plant dogs. I wonder who came up with some of these. Sadly, none of these seem to stick around longer than a few years. One holiday period which did last a while was Harvest Week. Harvest Week was celebrated during the years 11 through 17 AV, on the 8th to the 14th of Hootsa. During Harvest Week, they would attempt to go to the floor of the tank and gather all the plant materials they would need for the following year. This holiday was ultimately discontinued because inevitably they would run out of plants during the year and need to get more, thus making Harvest Week seem more or less pointless. And the simple joy of picking the plants from the floor was a welcome diversion in periods where they worked on some of their more complicated creations. Hatsua was generally a peaceful time for the year. The second month of the year was named by Axie the Axolotl. Actuary. The name for this month was rather aptly called Actuary. The theme of Actuary was fun and spending each day to the absolute fullest. The first holiday of the month, on the 4th of Actuary, was one which Nia and Lana had initially tried convincing him to change and delete from the calendar. But it was his month and they had little to say on something so frivolous. Somersault tea, of course it is. Oh, why am I not fucking surprised? Oh, somersault to your heart's content. Can I actually get to somersault? Whee! Yay! I got an achievement for doing it as well. Yay, and then Lana, you can do it too. Yay, everybody did a somersault. And now everybody does it. Hell yeah. Okay, and then it just repeats. Okay, sorry to interrupt it, but Somersault Day was a day in which each Axolotl would practice their best and flashiest somersault. It ended in grand contests where they would showcase their best moves. It took them each a couple of years, but soon enough Lana and Nia had both mastered a somersault near Axie's level of expertise. And though they had never admitted out loud, they ended up appreciating the somersault as a simple and meditative exercise, which they sometimes ended up practicing on their own. Combining the somersault with ramps and dives and other tricks were encouraged as the years went on. As the somersaults gradually improved as a group... Uh-oh. Game didn't like me doing all the somersaults and trying to read at the same time. Oh, they're all gone now. Damn. I was having fun doing that. As befitting of Axie Axolotl, the second holiday Actuary was Axie Day. It was a day devoted entirely to games and frequent occurrence regardless. Except the difference between those days and this was that on Axie Day, Axie got to choose all his favourite games to play. As life progressed in the take, Lana and especially Nia preferred to play more complicated games with lots of fancy rules. So Axie Day was a unique opportunity that gave them a chance to play simple old games which might have been neglected for some time. They had to stop Axie from making more holidays during his month, as he wanted lots more originally, sometimes even multiple holidays per day. As they were creating things, they decided to put a hard limit on 2 holidays per Axolotl during their own months. Okay, month 3, R&D. Third month of the year, which was created by Nia, was called Research and Development Month, or R&D for short. The theme of R&D was to challenge their minds, innovate, and create something new that none of them had ever seen before. In R&D, they each worked up the engineer muscles in their brain. The crown jewel of R&D was Innovation Day, which was an event where they all worked on an original invention in secret. And at the end of the month, on the 30th, they would have a big unveiling, and each would marvel at everyone's ideas. As expected, some amazing technology developments were made during this month of the year. There was seemingly no limit to the amount of creativity the plants fostered, along with the theme of the month. Surfboards to travel around the take in style, large storage compartments full of different knickknacks, sculptures, musical instruments, games of all shapes and sizes. Eventually, even automated clockwork machines. Most of these were novelties that were only used for a few days or months after their initial unveiling. But the concept of Innovation Day became a tried and true tradition nonetheless. One time in particular stood out. In the year 27 AV, Neo tried making a water mill that, with the power of the currents, created a form of power. He considered that project his magnum opus, and for a time it seemed to shake up the whole tank for the better, until it eventually went out of style due to the unpredictable nature of the currents and annoying upkeep. But for each cool invention they made, there were 10 that failed. There was only one other holiday to note in R&D month, and it was only celebrated 3 times. Once every 5 years, until it was eventually abolished early on in the year 18 AV. This other holiday was a day in which they inputted their guesses. A deadline for the accumulation of research which had grown less and less important over the years. It was Neo's last hope at getting home. Each 5 years the old VR headset was brought out and he was reminded darkly of the riddle of Earth of the early days. The fervent research and his original purpose. The holiday hadn't have an official name, but in his mind Neo called it home. His heart got crushed twice by this holiday. Even after the holiday was eventually abolished, as the VR headset was removed from the tank, and the day became irrelevant. He was still reminded of the past during this time of the year. Wait, so we don't get to find out what was with the VR then? Well, that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to find out what was beyond this VR headset and what was in it, but I guess not. Damn. That's one mystery that will never get solved. Description of the holiday, if you could even call it a true holiday, was simple. Get everyone together, peer into the headset, spend 2 seconds typing out a password, and press enter. Year 8. The password Neo decided to input was Alan. Error. 2 tries remaining. 5 years later, the year 13 AV. This time he decided to put in the password Rosie Hooks. Another failure. Headset told him there was only 1 try left. So what happened in the year 18 AV? The moment in which Neo put the password for the final time? This is one of the antidotes with immediate relevance to our tale. It's time for us to pull back the curtain and witness the events that transpired on that day. '18 AV, the Kingdom of the Glass. I definitely don't like the ominous music. I used to dread the day we'd finally be done with this headset, once and for all. I'd wake up in the middle of the night with sweat in my face, my heart beating and my hands shaking at the mere thought of it. This moment, it always felt like something that would never actually arrive. Like a freshman on the first day of school, imagining graduating as a senior. I always knew this day would come, of course, but a small part of me put off the idea, because it was so far in the future. Yet here we are. Those nightmares stopped so long ago. I had to strain myself to remember them. Today it all ends, for better or for worse. I wonder if we will see that old spectre from the messages. Figure who still will lose me to this day. I'll be. Whatever happens, I'm prepared. Prepared to fight for my ideals, but I'm also prepared to keep living the good life here if the headset yields no truce. And we're prepared right here with you. Isn't that right, Axie? Yeah, sure, as long as there's no funny business. Wait, hold on. I thought we talked about this before. What do you mean, no funny business? I mean, there's still so many construction ideas we haven't implemented. That market. You always wanted to finish the market we abandoned, didn't you, Lana? What I'm saying is, I'm not ready to leave this place. Besides, don't you all want to see my Axolotl submarine on Innovation Day? I've been hard at work on it all month. No way something is going to disrupt our lives before then. To be honest, I'm not sure I'm ready for this to end either. I've said this before, and you know I don't like getting too mushy all the time, but I've really enjoyed our lives together. Should we fetch the kids? Just in case something happens? You know they won't listen to us, so I try. I wonder what will happen if we end up disappearing. Well, too bad, too sad. They're on their own now. Not like they've really done much for us anyway. Yeah, what would be the point of fetching the tags? We're just trying to see them when they wake up. Nothing weird is going on here, right, Neo? Actually, what we're going to do is enter a password on the headset. The same thing we've done 2 times in the last 15 years. What a headset would do, I haven't the faintest idea. Always suspected it being a part of Arby's plan, but that's just a hunch. Alright, scooching you guys. I'm ready for a show. Can everyone see the screen okay? Yeah. Hey, Neo. Feels weird asking you this at the very last second, but like you said, this moment really snuck up on us. What is the last password you're going to enter? Oh, that's easy. I'm going to enter the password more traumatic. Hey kid, how are you for real? And here I was worried for absolutely nothing. There's no way the password is just the logo of the dumb meme company that made this stupid thing. You're completely right, Axie. That's probably not the password. So why? Because, fuck it. You know, I've chewed on this long and hard in various periods of time, put in 2 guesses which I had previously put years of thought into. Nothing can compare to those 2 guesses, even now. So, fuck it. Hey, perhaps it really is something stupid like that. Maybe we found this thing with the factory default settings on, and this is the password they use. Who knows? As far as I'm concerned, it's as good a guess as any. Well, there's no objections on my part either. If everyone is ready, I'm inputting it now. What the hell? Huh. Well, I guess that wasn't it, after all. I shouldn't have expected anything to happen. Wait, no, something is going on. All password attempts unsuccessful. Leave mark backup software. Kindle Glass prototype demo. What? What the hell does this mean? It says it's, blowing up a prototype demo? Oh, hell yeah. I'll dig in the fucking music for this. Maybe it was worth it after all. Oh boy! It's happening! It's happening! It's really, truly, honest to goodness happening! Well, whatever's going on here, I think it's finally done loading. What the hell is this? It's a tale of two heroes. I thought you knew how to read, Neo. Evidently it's a tale of two heroes. It's an opening cinematic to a game. Now shut up, shut up. Shut up, you old egghead. Need to hear this music. Get absorbed into the narrative. Two heroes absolutely hate each other. Ooh, wonder who they're talking about. Wink, wink. Bound by fate, they attempt to undo the curse that binds them. Journey together in Kingdom of Glass. The pre-alpha proof of concept, prototype build, but think you see including dialogue, art, music, sound effects, programming, and even tone is subject to change. Or art subject to change. This is a proprietary software of the Watchomatic company, Mark. Well, this is quite a lot to take in. Seems like a pretty simple concept to me, egghead. Two heroes are bound together by a curse they wish to break. Oh boy, that screams adventure. Now we just gotta press start, huh? Before you press start, wait a second, Axie. Give me a second to catch my breath. What text on the top of the screen? What does it mean exactly? Yeah, that was what caught my eye too. I've got an idea. Maybe the developers of whomever made this software aren't done with the game yet. I guess. Something like that makes sense. Everything here does look a little hastily made. Not something I'd put in a final product myself. Well, Lana, that's so astute of you. Didn't know you knew so much about game development. I really don't. Just thought the person developing this, why they might put such a bold warning out there. It says the name is Mark. Well, anyway, it's time for action. Don't you hear that heart-bumping music? Come on, AK, give me the go-ahead. Need to dig into the meat and potatoes of this game. Kingdom of Glass. If there are side quests, I'm going for 100% completion. Alright, I think I'm mentally preparing myself. Go and press start when you're ready, Axe. It's pretty exciting, isn't it, you guys? Heck yeah it is, Lana. Let's go. Ah, so this is where those sprites come into play. Yes, yeah, these are the ones. Well, this is one of the ones that we saw on the title screen for chapter 3. Aha. Hello there. My name is Ivan. Ivan the Informer. Although I've been called all sorts of names in my time, both flattering and insulting. Spy Master, Black Master, Informant, and of course my favourite, you arsehole. Yep, I'm somewhat of a legend around these parts, as you might expect. They call me a knowledge broker. What that boils down to is that if you got the coin, then I'm most likely you got whatever information you're looking for. Got my hands in so many cookie jars, so to speak, that it's oftentimes hard for me to keep track of all the people I'm blackmailing. Wow, such a hero. Well, anyway, let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. I'm sorry, but every time I fucking hear it, all I can think of is that song. There was recently a kidnapping at the capital, and that's why I'm here. Court Jester's daughter got kidnapped, and the king is in outrage. And Colonel they used to be childhood friends. Well, to cut a long story short, it just so happens that yours truly, Ivan, knows some primo juicy info on whom to investigate and where. Reached out to the capital through one of my proxies to let them know, and well, looks like they're sending out those two heroes to meet me, unfortunately. Talking about the same two who recently got all that claim for stopping the Dragon Nest organization. The hero thief and a lowly healer. They've been the subject of some strange rumors for some time now, huh? Hero thief is certainly the more mysterious and therefore more interesting of the two. He to wear a conspicuous, mysterious-looking cloak wherever he goes. The safe guess, logical guess, is that there's some sort of deformity that he wants hidden. Townspeople often whisper odd things about that man. Is hiding the face of a demon or has the eyes of a dragon. Doesn't have to be green in colour, does he? I don't much believe in silly rumours like those. As long as they are mysterious folk in the public eye, people will make up weird rumours about them. The only thing I know for sure is to not try getting a glimpse of what's under there. Last person that tried that ended up needing a solid month of bed rest to recover. As for the lonely healer, he is the complete opposite of the hero thing. Real awkward, eccentric sort of person. He's said to have a mercurial nature, and this flaky attitude of his often incites conflict and argument. Yeah, and he doesn't happen to be purple in colour by any chance. Trying to get actual information out of him is going to be hard work, I can feel it. The only reason I know anything about him at all is due to the fact that his music teacher and I are old buddies. The weirdest part about these two is that apparently there's very little chemistry between them, and they're prone to arguments and fighting, and potentially one of them killing the other. Yet despite that, they apparently refuse to be split or teamed up with others, and keep a low profile when they are not an official business. Wonder if perhaps I'll be able to discern any sort of truth out of these rumors today. Well, they wouldn't be the first odd flick to cross upon good old Ivan's path. Our meeting is in a few minutes, so they shouldn't be showing up here any second now. Huh, it's kinda cool that we get like an awesome little background panel there, compared to our, albeit very crusty and old looking tank. Nice to get a nice view of this for once. Oh, well, look at him. It's as silly as I imagined. Sticking out like a couple of sore thumbs, as I feared. Boy, you two, come over here. It's me, your informer. That's right, the famous man Ivan the Informer is right here. They are green and purple. Well, look at you both. But ain't the flavour of the realm right here in person. Do you mind if I shake your hand, Mr. Thief? No. Do not shake hands. Well, why not? It's not like I'm asking anything too unreasonable. Don't mind him. If you want a hand to shake, why not mine? Oh, okay, so I had them mixed up, because I thought the one in the cape would have been Liam and the other one would have been Egg, but I guess it's opposite. Oh yeah, yours will do nicely. Really, healer? Didn't this strange man touch your hand? What? What's the problem with it? You moron. It's the purveyor of the underworld. This whole shady, undignified life is gathering and selling information. He's experienced and sure enough just by shaking your hand could deduce all sorts of knowledge about you. Now, men who could find out what weapons you use from the calluses on your hands. Sorcerers who know dark arts are able to tell you your mother's birthday from a mere skin sample. How could you forget? How many times do I have to draw this into your stupid head? Be wary of strangers. Don't mind if you do something that only hurts you. I don't mind that. But the second you do anything that endangers me in any way, I'm gonna call you out on your idiocy. Just to shame you that your stupidity so often results in something that would injure me too. But also I'd find some way to sit back and enjoy the dumbass show. Whoa, hold on, let's peel this back a second. I may be a knowledge broker, but there's no way I'm half as skilled as the men you mentioned. Just screw up anything, they'll be hell to pay. But what do you want, healer? Sorry, sir. Don't mind me declining the handshake for the moment. Don't like listening to him, but sometimes he's right. Besides, I just remembered I'm a bit of a germaphobe myself. Shaking a hand would be silly for me to do. Well, whatever. Do what you want with the information I got or not. No, I just said I don't wanna. Wait, you're asking about the info? I mean, yes, please. Right. They're weird for sure, but they seem relatively harmless. Besides the one in the cloak. Anyway, I found out a couple of leads last night that could relate to the case, but there's still a couple more I still want to check out before this afternoon. 2 girls with description on the jester's daughter have been spotted. One in town and one just outside of town. First sighting is that inn just to the south of here. The Puzzler. Apparently a girl with a description similar to the one we're looking for stayed there overnight. She could just be a regular traveller, of course. I had a chance to go there myself. How annoying. Once again, I feel like nothing but a mere errand boy. Another girl was seen leaving town the west entrance early this morning. All alone and in a hurry too. Oh, you know, we haven't considered the possibility that she could have ran off by herself. Jester was sure, absolutely certain, that she must have been kidnapped due to her status and beauty. I know under good authority that some of the guards saw the girl outside of town, so you might do good asking around there. Well, looks like we got 2 choices on where to start. Thanks for the help, mister. It's no problem at all. With the gold the crown is paying me, and just in case you happen to find nothing of consequence, I'd like to meet you again this afternoon. Maybe I'll have a better handle the situation after people have finished with their breakfast. You best not be wasting ours or the king's time. Why, I'd never. Anyway, I'll be off working on this through my own means. Good luck. I guess not too much has happened so far, huh? Well, now that I've got their missions, let's see what heroes will do. Thanks to your annoying tendency to oversleep, we're almost late again. I was going as fast as I could. Not as bad as it used to be. I like to start my mornings off without shock thorns. Well, the last couple of times we got shocked, whose fault was that? 100% yours for not being quick enough to keep up. You keep talking like that, you won't get any dinner later. Good, all your cooking does is make me want to throw up. Besides, you can't exactly stop me from just taking it, can you? Man, these are our main characters, our heroes. That the prologue mentioned. These lame brains. I wouldn't be talking if I were you, Axie. I kinda like them. I mean, you do. I mean, I kinda like the healer, but the other one can go fuck himself. Okay, but I think they got a cute dynamic together. Cute? That's one way of putting it, I guess. Anyway, 2 choices, huh? The inn or the bellsman outside of town for questioning. I wouldn't mind resting a bit at the inn personally. Only one of these choices actually made use of my talents as a sorcerer. Well, we've been through this morale a number of times and it never ends up well for us. What? Not in the mood for a shock this morning? Good, me neither. I guess it's time to look up to a higher power and have them choose our choice for us. I guess. Well, I guess we get to choose, maybe. Well, that's actually going to do it for us. Finally, something for my itching fingers to do. About time this game gave us a choice. Now, where should we send these 2 to investigate first? It's funny how they're looking for a high power while these 2 humans are looking for a higher power, which is the Axolotls, but the Axolotls are also looking up to a higher power, which is us. Which is, yeah, kind of something, but yeah. Now let's go to west exit. Oh, hell yeah. There are too many damn guards patrolling the area. Yeah, a lot of fresh faces here this morning, I think. More questioning. Talking to people isn't exactly my favorite pastime. Me neither. Trust me, I know. Well, let's get this over with as soon as possible. Take those 3 to the left and I'll deal with these trips over here. Wait, all alone? Yes, a face worse than death, surely. Alright, fine. Kira just didn't say that time was of the essence. Not hard, just go over there and get the information. Threaten them if you have to. That usually works. I don't suppose you have the balls to actually do your job now, do you? I'll do it. Leave it to me. Whatever. Oh, and if you shock me, I swear. Yeah, I get it. I only shocked you once this morning. You can't possibly complain about it all day. Although I should be mindful to keep my distance. I don't want to get shocked either. Scares me. Well, there he goes yelling at people again. Better than me, although I do hate for their sakes he goes easy on them. Right, gotta be calm. Breathe. All you gotta do is talk to a guard and ask him one question. Get it over with. Oh, hi there. Hey, you. Yeah, you, mister. I was wondering if you could help me out with something I've been working on. Help you out? Yeah, did I stutter? I want you to help me out. Give me a hand. Use your unique perspective to plant some wonderful ideas inside my already wonderful brain. Well, it looks like I've gotten lucky. This one is a talker. All you do is play along. If I help you out, could you tell me about a person you saw come this way earlier today? Yesterday? Whatever? Oh yeah, sure. I'll tell you my whole life story if you're really able to help me. And good fortune to you. I'm on the tail end of the 24-hour shift, so I've seen everything that happened around here for a while. Well, they really run them ragged here. I'm really glad Blank set us up with this business or being heroes instead of common workers. Alright, so how can I help? Well, you see, my best friend's birthday is today, and as soon as this 24 shift hour is done, I'm attending their party. So, I've been working on a gift for them all night and all morning. That gift is the gift of poetry. That's correct, my new friend. I've been writing a beautiful poem about them all night. The only thing I'm missing is a couple of words. I was wondering if I could get your input. I'm gonna need you to fill out a few blanks. If I showed you the whole poem beforehand, it might influence you too much. So just answer my questions any way you'd like, okay? Sure, whatever floats your boat. This might be the first person I met in this whole world weirder than me. Oh, here we go. Give me a number. Oh, okay, we get to do a number. Okay. Let's go back. What I'm going to do is close my eyes and hope for the best. Okay, well, guess what's that number? Give me the name of something with a strong odor. Something with a strong odor. I mean, it has a strong odor. Give me the name of a liquid. Liquid. I'll go for basic and just do water. I can't really think of anything else. Give me the name of a game. Ooh. Do we? How do we do a space? guess we're not doing a space, but... Okay, there we go. Give me the name of a body part. No, hold on. Proper name would probably be, I was gonna do dick, but we'll do... Okay, great job. It looks like we got a full-fledged poem. Oh no, what? Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. A full poem about my first in the world. Red. Oh, it's actually using my name. Oh no. Here we go, it's one of like these. Space when finished reading. Oh yeah, oh my god, I remember doing these when you get like the magazines and they say fill in like a name, number, whatever for the story. Okay. Oh Red, we have known each other since we were kids and now you're 595 years old. God, I'm fucking old. Oh Red, you always... You always smell a shit on a hot summer's day. Well, I mean, definitely gonna smell on a hot summer's day. Oh Red, how you love drinking your water. I find it gross, but here's to you. I mean, what, you don't drink much water in that world? I guess. You mentioned you remember the time I beat you by an RB Axolotl. Then there was the time that you broke. Oh my god, I didn't think I'd... Wait. It was that time you broke your penis too. Oh, that's great. That's fucking great. Man, so many wonderful memories. Anyway, have a happy birthday. I love you, your BFF cunt. Oh my god, that's the best thing I've read in this entire game. I love it. It's a little silly, of course, but I think it turned out pretty interesting. You're fucking telling me. I gave you a solid 89 out of 100. Oh, could have given me 69. Come on. I think Red will find it funny too. Yeah, definitely found it funny. Well, I certainly hope so. Maybe they won't and they'll hate me. That would be funny too. Thanks, I'm glad to help. I just have one question. Is your name really God? My dad wasn't the most creative person in the world. Well, good day to you. Wait, my part of the bargain? Oh yeah, huh. What was the info you wanted again? Oh, is that all? No, I promise you the Jester's daughter did not pass the checkpoint. That was actually my friend going to grieve her across the bend to get our secret gift for Red's party. Oh, huh. So that's it then. Indeed. Hey, look at that. Tracy's coming back right now. Yeah, that isn't whom we're looking for, unfortunately. Well, I'm gonna go greet her. Hey, since you helped me, I want to give you an invite to the birthday party later. I'm sure Red won't mind. Wow, thanks. I'll be sure to talk it over with my partner. Cool. Well, best of luck. That was certainly an interesting interaction. These pathetic losers are so tight-lipped. Don't suppose you actually found something of importance? I did. Turns out this place is a dead end according to the guard I talked to. Of course it is. Even the informer, or like even the fucking time waster. This wasn't a completely fruitless adventure. Did learn of a birthday party in town later. Oh, did the wrong voice. We've never been invited to... Don't even finish that sentence. We're done, we're leaving. Okay then. Wow. A birthday party? I wanna go! Since this is a demo, I wonder if the creator programmed it in. I'm sure we'll soon find out. So, this is the puzzler, huh? I've heard rumors that this is a strange place, but it looks pretty normal to me. In fact, I'd go as far to say it looks pretty nice here. We should come by here more often, methinks. I bet they even have a community music night. There must be tons of traveling bards staying here that I could learn a thing or two from. Is that some sort of sick joke? I like staying at a cottage. Very few people come there unannounced. We have enough of your stupid music friends stopping by already each fortnight. You're lucky I deign you that much freedom. Okay, no need to bust out a gasket, man. Oh, hey. I've actually got a favor to ask. What now? I'm having one of my, I think I'm gonna go over the lounge to collect myself. Can you question the innkeeper without me? Right, typical. Let me do all the dirty work. Fine, whatever, go. Thanks, though I could do without the attitude. Shut up. Don't go wandering off too far. I won't deal with any more shocks today, you idiot. Alright, where's that stupid innkeep? His reputation precedes him. The rumors are true, he's going to be a pain to deal with. Sir. Welcome. It seems as if the puzzle gods themselves have given me a hearty blessing by bestowing you upon my business today. Right. I mean, just look at you. That hood, that cold demeanor, your whole body screams puzzle, and I positively adore that. What can I do for you, my newly esteemed guest? I'm on urgent business from the king this morning, so you better ask me quickly. Young girl checked in here last night. Where is she? So you seek something from me yet have nothing in return to give. The king has given me permission to pay you up to 50G for pertinent info. Money? Why, there's nothing mysterious about money. What I want from you is much grander than a simple coin. I require my heart. The satisfaction of someone solving the riddle I came up with this morning. Are you bleeping serious? Wait, did I see words pop up? Okay, anyway, yep. I'm as serious as a bad harvest. Okay then, let's go. I'm going to be a real stumper. I wonder, can I hear of your status even attempt to solve such a feat? Well, here we go. I guess we're gonna do it. Puzzler's quiz. Answer the rule to get a fiddle. Okay, a knight rides into town on Sunday. He stays there 3 days and leaves on Sunday again. Is such a thing possible? Okay. I rides into town on Sunday. Of course, moron? I don't know. Oh yeah, I did it. I don't know how, but what is the perfect number of heads? Well, I mean, if we count down there, 2 heads. Ah, 1 head, I guess. No. 4 heads. Hey, it's 4 heads. Don't know why. Yeah, quiz on possible origins. What? 14 minus 11. Well, it's none of the answers here. 13, no. Oh, wait, what the hell? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother doing that one. Yeah, my brain... I haven't done those types of math questions since high school. So, yeah. Oh, what's happening now? Ah, fuck, here we go. I knew something would go wrong with this game. What do you want? What's the problem? The riddle is simple, my friend. If you want any clues, all you need to do is ask. No. Shut up. Unless the answer to the next riddle is crushing your arm, I have no interest in answering any more questions from you. Life is but a puzzle, my friend. Are you really threatening me? An envoy of the king shouldn't be threatening a lawful citizen. It's uncouth. Where is the girl? Alright, fine. You're no fun. Hey, look, the girl is walking down the stairs right now. Why don't you just ask her yourself? Yeah, that's not her. What a pointless distraction. Time to take my leave, but it'd be in your best interest to remember our conversation for next time, innkeep. Why does he always have to be so creepy and foreboding all the time? Hey, Maureen, you there? No shocks to colour me impressed. Girl's right there eating breakfast. That's not who we're looking for, is it? Doesn't look like it, no. Oh, you better buckle up then. We're heading out. Already? Okay. So, the rumors about the innkeep were true. Really did pose a riddle to you for information. He posed several. Of course, knowing me, I solved them in no time flat. Impressive. I was a little tired this time, but maybe next time we need information from him, you can let me have a go at it too. Most of the questions were quite challenging. I doubt you had the brain power for it. At least we won't be fucking mean to him like you are. Maybe you might be right. Huh, that was weird. We're already leaving the inn? What was the point of that little misadventure? You know, I actually feel kinda gypped. We got no plot progress at all in that scene, did we? Like the thief said, the inn felt like nothing more than a needless distraction. I'm not so sure that it was completely pointless, actually. Even if they didn't find the kidnapped girl they were looking for, we still got to see a part of the day and how they go about things. Most importantly, even if the thief seems to dislike the healer, he still went out of his way to impress him. He could have just told the healer that he unfairly threatened the information out of the innkeep. Yet he went through all that trouble making up a lie. Weird, huh? Why would he want to impress the healer if he hates him so much? And if he lied about threatening the innkeep, maybe those threats that he actually gave to the innkeep were a lie too. Or maybe that's just my habit of looking for the best in people. Still, the thief hurled several insults at the healer before leaving, so he's not a nice guy by any stretch of the imagination. Well, either way, I want to see more. I don't really understand character analysis that well. What are your thoughts, Egghead? He looks really focused, doesn't he, actually? I think we should move on to the next scene. Glad to see everybody's enjoying it, no matter how weird it's getting. back out here again? Well, Ivan, that certainly was a way to waste our morning. Not just one, but 2 wild goose chasers. The king is paying you good money for information. What do you have to say for yourself? Look, I'm sorry for wasting your time. But hey, don't fret, Ivan's got some good news. It better be great news. A reliable source of mine told me that the jester's daughter was seen in the forest north of town. Wait, you mean the Forest of Thieves, do you? Oh god, not that place. What are you scared of, moron? We've been to the forest over a dozen times now. The monsters there are chumps. Low-level chumps. Are you sure your information is good this time, Ivan? Not leaping off this time. No, I know for absolute certainty that the girl seen this morning was the jester's daughter. Alright, I'll hype myself up. Monsters. Line them up and we'll knock him down. Well, you shouldn't go looking for a fight. But if we're going to the forest, one is gonna break out anyway. So, where are we going exactly? Forest is a mighty big place. I plan to accompany you. Let's make sure we get the jester's daughter together. The only thing I ask is that you please protect me in case we hit an encounter. I mean, I thought you could handle yourself, because I mean, you got all that fancy looking armor and whatnot. Fine. Okay, just follow good on Ivan. Now, where is this farmer? Let me question him as the king's own envoy. We're almost there, but wait. I see some monsters straight ahead. Come at me, losers. Oh, we get some RPG elements. Okay, that's an interesting looking bats. Here, take a look at these morons. I could have ground these fools into dust over 30 levels ago. What a snowfest. However, in order to protect this fool Ivan, I will not hold back. Thieves' actions? Ooh. What items do we have? Brought no items. Of course we didn't. God damn it. Okay, let's do a melee attack. Especially is magic. But I guess it might feel nice to hit something once in a while. Thief attacks Batatai. Thief does 65 damage. Tata A faints. Okay, there we go. Let out some anger. God, so boring. Amuses me that some people spend all day grinding these things. Well, by the rules of the battle system, it's your turn next, idiot. Yeah, I know. Here goes nothing. Healer's actions. Ooh. Let's try... what items do we have? You don't have any items! Okay, I get it. Okay, let's try it. Only time all I could do was heal and play my songs, but I've been training real hard to up my melee stats too. Your actions have consequences, healer. Remember that. I'll be careful, like you said, these guys are too low level to actually do any harm to us. I hope. Healer attacks Batata B. Healer does 22 damage. Batata B faints. Hell yeah! Go healer! Oh, wow, that turned out well. Luckily. Just one more chump left. And he fled. Of course he did. You win! Ha, that's right, retreat, you coward. Although I can't blame you. Level difference between us and the monsters here means that they don't stand a chance unless we do nothing for several turns. I almost feel sorry for them. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Hey, something weird is going on. Yeah, that dumb victory theme is playing on loop. We should be back on the map by this point. Are we in some sort of glitch? Oh no. This was a trap, wasn't it? Ivan, what are you doing out on the battlefield? My job. Hey, my cheek is bleeding. Ivan, you just hit me. I was looking to inflict a better blow. So you do have a bit of dodging power, don't you, healer? What else are you hiding? Ivan, what the hell is going on? Give me one chance to talk. Why don't you tell me what's going on instead? Your hands, thief. Touching the same place where I just slashed healer. Yeah, I never touched you. How interesting. Are you two bound together by a curse, perhaps? It would explain why you never seen apart. Well, it's a little more than... Shut up, healer. Shut the bleep up. Don't you realize that this asshole isn't our ally anymore? Well, yeah, I realize that, of course. Man just sliced my face open. Better talk. Right now. Who are you? I'm Ivan the Informer. Except the one who I'm bound to inform is the sorcerer Bakir. He knows our whereabouts and he's on the way right now. Goddamn sorcerer Bakir. Our paths are going to meet again, eh? He doesn't stand a chance. Well, you have to take it up with him. Our job was merely to lure the elusive champions of the realm into this space when the time was right. From behind them, hoofbeats, several of them. There was nowhere they could run. The hero thief took off his hood, revealing a soft face. Whoa, the thief was secretly cute this whole time? And is he really a she? How exciting. I saw the betrayal thing with Ivan coming, but I couldn't foresee this. Shh, a lot of stuff is happening, Lana. Well, I've been giving him the ink voice, but... yeah, I'll still give him or her the ink voice still. Cause I still think he's ink. Oh, she's ink. Yeah, that. You see this wound? It's all your fault, you idiot. I'm not going to allow us to get hurt anymore. Stand back. We've been through worse odds. If the sorcerer Bakir is too much of a coward to fight us head on, then we'll just have to track him down to his lair after we're finished taking care of his lackeys. Come on us, all of you. Not going to hold back. And you, healer, stay behind me. It's been too long since I had the chance to unleash my real power. Who knew that such a boring job could turn into such a fun day? Oh, it's over! Come on! Oh, I was really getting into it at the end there. God damn it. Whoa, the real world looks so crazy after spending so much time in VR. But wait, is that it? The demo is all over. Dang it, another chip. We didn't even get to see the sorcerer Bakir. Oh, I wonder if that was RB. Could it started with the letter B? Maybe, I don't know. I want more. I crave more. Not this game, then give me something else. Something I can really sink my teeth into. It looks like that's all we have. Software reset all the way back to the title screen. Intro scene with Ivan is exactly the same too. Well, it is just a prototype demo. It looks like there are probably some art assets missing. Where did the devs get off, leaving us on such a big cliffhanger? I had a lot of fun though, really. Playing that game was a nice change of pace. Hey, you're awfully quiet, Neo. What do you think of the Kingdom of Glass? Hey look, the Echo has started the software up all over again. Sounds to me like he probably dug it. It really is all the same. The intro, the inn, the battlements, all of it is exactly the same. Did you guys happen to find any clues while we were in there? What do you mean? Like clues for Ivan's betrayal? I don't know, we didn't get much time with him in the first place. It all kinda came out of left field for me. No, I'm talking about RB. It's been so long. Could this game be another one of his tests at long last? Egghead, really? I'm with Axie on this one. It was a fun game, but nothing in there had anything to do with RB, I think. You might be right. Still, I should investigate some more. You're not gonna investigating without us, are you? This thing is pretty neat novelty. Bet if we put our minds to it, we can beat the demo quicker this time. Yeah, let's speed run it. Kingdom of Glass 80% run, let's go. Cool novelty indeed. Kingdom of Glass demo held Neo's attention for almost an entire week. Of course, Lana actually played it multiple times that week as well. Discovery of the game interrupted the flow of what was usually one of the biggest weeks of R&D month. Even so, each Axolotl made enough time to finish their inventions for the Innovation Day unveiling at the end of the month. Neo, although playing through the game multiple times, did not let an obsession take hold of him in a way it might have done years earlier. And playing the game over did not end up being a completely pointless venture either. Through his constant replays, he found a couple secret places in the game where he could grind low level enemies. However, aside from a few snippets of unique dialogue, nothing of value was obtained. His core experience with the software was the same each time. That's why after he and the others had felt like they'd seen every inch of the Kingdom of Glass demo, said that it was soon going to be time to disassemble the headset once and for all. He had the right tools and everyone else was fine with it as well. He hoped he could use the technology inside the headset to reverse engineer the game. He had no idea what he could find, but he expected to see common parts of a computer. A motherboard, CPU, GPU, screws, plastic wiring equipment, and sockets for the screen goggles. He learned about all of these from a book. But he was less excited about tearing down the headset than he would have liked to admit. In a perfect scenario, he would be able to put it back together, but that wasn't guaranteed. He and the others felt a tinge of sadness saying goodbye to the game world, even if it had become repetitive at that point. But the night before the teardown was to occur, he had a dream. He wasn't the hero thief or the lowly healer or any of the other characters present in the demo. He was himself, self as a human with legs and all. He strode through the bustling town with a swagger in his step. It was so much fun to explore and talk to every NPC. He looked up at the enormous castle with spires and windows towering so high, had to crane his neck to see the top. He lost himself in the forest, and although monsters sometimes attack, he could defend himself with ease. When he got tired, he stayed in the inn and was entertained by the man who posed riddles to his customers. He woke up in the middle of the night to a rustling sound. Someone was here in his lab. Axie? Lana? It wasn't them. Before he knew it, a small figure had snatched the headset from his chair and was now rushing outside with it. I knew that little fuckers couldn't be trusted. What are you doing? Rah, is that you? What are you doing with the headset? That's not a toy. I mean, it is, but... As they got closer, the baby backed away. I repeat, this is not a game. Get the headset to your Uncle Neo right now. Ra tossed the headset into the direction of the void. How could you? But there was no time to think. You only had seconds, if that, before the held headset would get decimated. Not on my watch. I got a bad feeling about this. Neo surprised himself. Legs moved quickly and gracefully, and for a second it might have looked like he would actually snatch it up right as it fell into the void. But the other babies, Lee and Air, they wouldn't let him. They caught him at the last second. Not for them, he might have overextended and ended up in the void himself. What's all the commotion? Neo? And the kids? Awake at this hour? Why are you guys so close to the void? Is everything okay? These kids, they got rid of the headset under my nose. Chucked it straight into the void. They did? Why would you guys go and do something like that? In response to that, they went over to Neo and nuzzled him with their heads, despite the fact that he was absolutely fuming. Neo, I think they did it to protect you. Protect me? What the hell are you talking about? Protect me from what? Well, from yourself. That's just a guess, though. How? When you get obsessed with something becomes your entire life. You'll forgo sleep and play and practically isolate yourself. Well, yes, in the past that happened. But I've changed. I really have. I know you have. Even with the advent of something like the headset, you still managed to spend time with Axie and I and attend to all of your usual duties. But maybe the kids didn't know that. You looked down at them with their guilty, sleepy faces. Part of him wanted to scold them hard, but that wouldn't bring them the headset back. That was bad. You should never take someone's property without their permission, do you understand? They nodded and used that opportunity to sulk away. Hey, I'm not done with you. I'm sorry, Neo. I knew how much you were looking forward to tearing down that headset and find out how it worked. Or if maybe there would have been one of those clues you'd been searching for all this time. Yeah, I get the feeling these little guys are probably working for RB, and they were preventing these guys from finding information they're not ready to find out about yet. First, I didn't think the headset had anything to do with RB, but the possibility is always there. You took a deep breath and then exhaled sharply. Pains me to say this, but It's okay. Inside that headset was probably just computer components. Our plans are great multi-purpose tools, but there's no way they could recreate something like that. He was trying his best to stay calm. Several nights later, he would let out his frustrations in private, but for the moment, he kept his cool. I'm with you in disciplining the kids, at least a little. They should be taught good moral values. Stealing is bad. We can talk to them, as always, but there's not much to do aside from that, is there? No, I suppose not. It's been 20 years and they're still babies after all this time. Besides, that they never listen to us anyway. Well, they showed signs of sentience tonight. Maybe in the future they'll start interacting with us more. Hey, you never know, Neo. Maybe they were like your guardian angels tonight. Maybe they somehow saved you from something terrible. That was typical, Lana. Yeah, I thought. Always trying to find the bright side, even if there wasn't one. But in a way, it was sort of true. With the headset gone, Neo felt completely free from the shackles of obligation. He was sure the headset had something to do with RB, but now it was gone. And RB hadn't contacted any of them for many years. It was time to let that thread go, at least for the foreseeable future. As the years went on, he enjoyed his time in the tank more than ever before, free from the shackles of his mind. A very long time would pass before another serious conflict took place.